All right, my viewers, we are back here on the channel, and finally, yes, we get some new images from the upcoming Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC 5. So let's put that up right here. Yes, before we get into this video, my viewers, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to our YouTube channel, where we try to share our love for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. But with that said, here we go. So, like I mentioned, we got two new images courtesy of DBSHYPE. Thank you so much for sharing this on your Twitter. The Warriors, consider following him on Twitter because he tries to keep us updated with all the latest and greatest with things Dragon Ball. So what we're going to do is go over these images, of course, drop our two ZENNI, and then at the end give our conclusion. So go look at this first image here. As we can see, nice little shot there. Oops. Nice little shot there of Goku. I love how they've translated it into the game where he looks so young. He's like de-musclified. There's not as much definition there on him, and I think that is pretty cool and a very cool attention to detail by the devs there. We got this new image here of Goku versus the 4TN. Of course, that happened, and I wonder if we're going to be able to get that technique for TN, and then after this DLC, will we be able to play TN actually in the main game? That would be interesting. I mean, eventually I would love to be able to play like all of them, like all the support characters that we have. So that's Yamcha, yes, Yamcha, Tien, of course you have 18, Krillin, of course, the strongest one of all of them, and of course Goten and Trunks, who, well, you kind of get to play them as Gotenks, but I would like to kind of be able to just play them as themselves, but that's just me. Of course, in an image here of Piccolo, and that's Jackie Chun there, and an image of Tien against Tao, but of course I think that's just a cutscene, and then we see Tien there, all battle damage there, and of course the big Piccolo. Second page here, of course, we see an image of Goku giving a thumbs up. That's probably at the end of the battle. Got the nice little chart there that we're going to be that's a short tournament. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles. So I hope there's a little bit more in terms of fights. Now, thinking to Bardock's, there was just a recent one. It's been February, man. This thing has been leaking, very trickling in terms of the information. I'm happy for this, don't get me wrong. But it's been since February, and I'm hoping that this is a summer release. And of course, it is mid-June, and 7 fights doesn't feel a lot, but again, what else can they do to fill the content, right? Now, the other image here we see, of course, is Goku against Chi-Chi. Again, look how young he looks there. I love how that goes. And who knows, maybe we get to use Chi-Chi. That'd be great. Of course, we see Goku meeting up with the gang here. It's probably the first time they see him. Of course, we've seen this image here, and then it looks like a new ability here that's being shown. And of course, we've seen that little knockdown ability there. Now, we're going to go back to the first image here and try to kind of get in a little closer here, just to go look over the details. Again, loving that little smirk there from, or that smirk smile from Goku. But again, I'm hoping that this translates into the main game, or something comes back to the main game, because this is all before the main story, of course, and they should know whatever the abilities that we use here. And of course, if we're going to get any more new melee attacks, and then of course bring that to the main game. I would love to have this more boss battles like this. Of course, we have the Great Ape, and of course this could be a prelude to more DLCs, because of course Goku fought bigger, more enemies there in the later series and later movies. Of course, we have, especially like the movies, we have like Harudagarn. That's an example that could be done. I think that could be, and then of course the mechanics of trying to fight these giants, and with the ape we were just hitting them. With Piccolo here, it seems like we got to weaken his knees, and then he kind of bends down and we can attack his head. I love that mechanic. Of course, like Harudagarn or any of the other bigger enemies that we face. Lord Slug, that'd be another one. That'd be pretty cool. Of course, I wonder if this Tao Pai is going to be something more of a either like a nuisance or maybe, you know, something that we can get from them there. So we'll head over to the second page here. Again, have a look here at Goku with his thumbs up there. Not really that much more details other than the new images here. Now, thankfully, someone had already translated. Now, I think this knockout here is going to, the more you get knocked down, the slower and harder it's going to be to get up. So hopefully we dispatch them. Now, when I play this, and I mentioned this in the last video, when I play this, I'm going to play this first on normal. There's nothing more annoying, to be honest, than trying to land your combos or whatever on an NPC and they just super armor through everything. To me, I think that challenge should be there, definitely, but after you enjoy the main story. That's just my opinion. I would just love to be able to go through it with a great flow, obviously, and then just be able to experience a story without being frustrated. I'm not saying I get frustrated, but there are times that, especially when you're lower level, the NPC, if this is on hard, you actually just, your attacks get sort of nullified because they kind of just super armor. And not just like once or twice, no. I mean like every chance they get, they super armor. So that's something that I'm going to personally do. Whether you Z Warriors do that, that is up to you. But again, I will play this, of course, on hard after I finish it the first time. So again, super excited. Now, someone had translated it here. So shout out to Die Dead Dith. I don't know how to say that. But we see here more of a translation. So the latest DLC depicting the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai lets experience many famous scenes in the game. So make out that first something fierce of deadly or something. Fierce of deadly. Battle Piccolo, Daigoku defeated the Demon King in order to confirm the warriors, results of each other's training. So hopefully we get to train as other of the Z Warriors. Each of them is the best reunite at a meeting. Martial art in the world. Turmoil awaited. DLC 5th disturbing. Not sure what that means. 3 years. So that's probably, again, how long they haven't seen Goku. Reunion after. Of course, you see the gang there. There's Bulma. There's Launch. Of course, Master Roshi behind there. So that's kind of a cool little thing. So thank you for that. That is something cool. Now, again, I hope we get to see more trailers coming soon, because it has been a minute and I would love to just have more information. Whether they can release information on this, that would be great. Like any, of course, like training battlegrounds that we got as well with Bardock. So I'm thinking after we finish it, it's going to be something like that, where you can have like just pure boss fights and then try to level up like we're doing now in the Bardock DLC, again, through our second playthrough of that. So my Z Warriors, again, thought we would go over that since it's been a hot minute. That news did drop on the 15th, a couple days ago. But of course, we wanted to share our thoughts with you. And we're still excited. 100% we're still excited. And if any more news comes out, we will try to, of course, always drop the 2 ZENNI and then share that with you Warriors here. So until then, let's keep training. Let's wait until more information comes out. And of course, when it does, we are going to do our playthrough here on our YouTube channel. So do us a favor, hit that like button, comment below. My Z Warriors, let us know what you think of these images. And of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing here to our YouTube channel. With that said, we will see you in the next video, my Z Warriors.